Hey, so what's going on everyone, and welcome back to another video. And in this video I'm going to be going over a Game of Thrones Season 7 theory that has been confirmed. So let's get right into it. I'm just going to say straight up that careful for spoilers if you aren't caught up until the Season 6 finale, just because they're just going to be spoilers for like going into Season 7 and everything like that, so catch up with that before you watch this. And so basically what happened is the Game of Thrones cast for Season 7 actually did an interview with BuzzFeed UK. I'm just going to play a really quick clip of so it was Euron Greyjoy, and they asked him who was his like favourite person to do scenes with, and he said that he nearly done a spoiler, he was so close. So basically he just implied that he was going to spoil who he was going to do a scene with, so I'll roll the clip now of what he actually said.
Oh, I was just about to do a spoiler. I was so close to saying her name.
If you ask me, when he said that he was so close to seeing her name, or like saying her name, I'm thinking more likely it's going to be Cersei, because as you know in the trailer, he actually goes to King's Landing in the ships that he has, so that's interesting in a way, I guess. Now, I'm not gonna lie, everyone did expect for Euron to be on either good or bad terms with Cersei, and it's gonna happen with Daenerys as well, because on good terms with Daenerys there is the other Eurons like Theon Greyjoy and everything like that. So now, as you all expect, that Euron is actually going to spend most of his early episodes in the season actually trying to take down Daenerys' like fleet, just because they're, if you remember back to Season 6, this is a spoiler if you actually haven't caught up or anything, just saying that now, it is a spoiler because at the end of the Season 6 finale you get to see all the Daenerys in like a load of ships and everything, and they're sailing towards Westeros, so that's how they're going to actually be able to like battle them, and why they're going to be like trying to attack them and everything. But just remember, they have dragons and everything, and just remember that she's definitely going to get the Dragonstone, as we've seen just throughout the trailer as well, and it's definitely going to like push up how Euron and Cersei are going to have to like help each other out, because she's going to get there, if I had to say, in episode 1 or 2, definitely. Now, given that there's only like 7 episodes of the whole season, the plot is definitely going to have to move really fast. It's not going to be as, I guess, spread out as it was last season or anything like that. It's just going to be a really fast season just in general, and the plot's going to have to go really fast as well. Now, if I'm being honest, how many like season battles is there going to be at the start of the season? There's definitely going to be one big battle. I think that's definitely going to be in episode 1 or 2, when I guess Euron Greyjoy and Daenerys are actually battling out at sea, and we're only going to see like 1 or 2 like big battles, because there's a massive Greyjoy battle that we've seen in the trailer as well. I'm guessing that the Euron one isn't going to be as big, obviously. It's definitely going to be there, there's going to be fire and everything, but it's just not going to be as big in my opinion. It's just not going to be big in any way, you can just tell. Now, if you ask me, Euron could definitely become one of Cersei's suitors, just because of the whole fact that she's going to need a suitor. She is the queen and there's no king, actually, to be honest. And it couldn't be Jaime, because, you know, it would look a bit weird. They are kind of incest, I guess, but they are brother and sister, so it wouldn't look right. So obviously this wouldn't happen, or nothing, would be kind of weird. So she's definitely going to have to pick out like at least 4 suitors to just choose between, just to see which one she likes the most and which one will like carry her offspring or carry children. And that's definitely going to drive a wedge between Cersei and Jaime, just because of their whole like thing, like a connection they've had throughout the whole series and everything. Now, if you notice, he's actually one of the only few people who is not wearing the King's, or like the Queen's Guard armor, because you see the Mountain, you see a lot of Lannister, like other people, they're actually wearing Queen's Guard, and then you see Jaime and he isn't wearing the Queen's Guard, and he's just actually wearing the King's Guard from last season. So obviously there's going to be like a little bit of tension, or like rivalry, I guess you could say, just between them in general, just because he's obviously just not going to wear her armor. He just wants to wear the King, because that was definitely his son's, and maybe he just wants to support that more than he wants to support Cersei. But by the way, it's just a way to show like I guess story by costume and everything is really important in this whole TV series. So that's obviously just going to mean something really important throughout the whole season. They're just not wearing the same type of clothing or anything like that. Or you could say it's like a Team Cersei that Jaime is not on, just he's not supporting her in that little, I guess, kind of way. And does not mean that Euron is actually going to start wearing Queen's Guard armor. I definitely think he's just going to stay with his normal clothes, normal like drapes. He's just not going to go with Queen's Guard, because he's just not going to change his whole clothing style up for Cersei and going with Cersei and helping her out and everything. They're 2 of the worst people in the TV show, but they're not like, they're the most evil in my opinion, and they're just going to team up and everything. But even though Euron isn't as bad as the comic book Euron, or like the normal book Euron, he's actually like really different in a way. He's not as bad or not as evil, and that's been a lot of complaints throughout the whole last season, which I have noticed. And personally, I didn't really notice anything throughout it, because I don't really read the books or anything, so I didn't notice anything, didn't bother me. So here I'm actually going to play the big, I guess, the more of the clip you've seen earlier in this video. I'm just going to play more of that now, so you can actually watch the whole, I guess, interview in a way, so enjoy that.
Everyone's kind of, it feels like the world is getting much, much smaller now. Everyone's far less sparse.
If we don't put aside our enmities, we will die. And then it doesn't matter whose skeleton sits on the Iron Throne. Threat is as bad as anything we've ever had. The Night King is on his way with 100,000 of the undead, and there's no single army has a defence.
Gather the Knights of the Vale. The time has come to join the fray.
So the spectacle, the amount of spectacle that was ramped up in season 6 with sequences like the Battle of the Bastards or episodes like Battle of the Bastards. Cinematically, if you like, we're going to have more of the same in a good way.
We want to give fans more of what they've come to expect, but enough twists and complications in there that they're never comfortable, especially when you get to season 7 of something. You have to give them what they want.
I was born to rule the 7 kingdoms, and I will.
It's kind of the fireworks now.
It's all new and it's all exciting.
Now, if you notice, there is a few people that are actually paired up. So there is Bran and there is Littlefinger, which they don't really have a connection. There is Grey Worm and there is Podrick, which I don't think will be on set together, will have a scene together, unless Sansa actually ends up going to, I guess, Dragonstone with Jon, and then Brienne will have to go with her, and then Podrick will have to follow on. And then if you notice, there is I guess Davos and Melisandre, I think her name is. They had I guess not an argument. She killed his friend, which was a girl, which was actually Stannis' daughter. So that's obviously put something between them. He obviously found out about that, so he obviously isn't happy. They're going to have a rivalry. So when Jon Snow and I guess Davos actually meet up with her and see her, it's going to be really awkward. So remember, Bran has a load of stuff he could actually reveal on Littlefinger, like back in season 1 when he actually helped to kill Ned Stark. He just Sansa doesn't know about that. Arya, I'm pretty sure, knows about that. And then I think his name is Viserys or something like that. He's actually with Daenerys, and he would be basically the person to confirm everything and say yes, that actually did happen. He'd be basically Littlefinger's biggest rival. The only problem with all of this is that Littlefinger actually has Robin in the pocket, so he'll definitely try and kill him. In my opinion, he definitely will be one of the people that Littlefinger will try and kill first. That he can control the Knights of the Vale, so that is a pretty big army. Definitely going to impact people if they're going to go up against the White Walkers, the whole army. So that's definitely something just to be aware of. If they're going to try and get rid of, I guess, Littlefinger, they'll have the Knights of the Vale and everything. And just remember, they control one of the biggest standalone armies in the whole, I guess, season, right next to King's Landing, like the Queen's Guard and everything like that, and just, I guess, the White Walkers are the biggest. Now, the Hound is actually going to be spending most of his time in the north. The whole series, they won the biggest armies, helping out Jon Snow when he actually goes to the north later on in the season. I'm guessing it's actually later on in the season, but he just definitely goes to the north with Jon Snow, and there's like a little pact of 10 people. It's definitely going to be interesting to see him, because he's definitely going to spend most of his time with Jon Snow up in the north and everything, maybe cut to Winterfell. And there's a theory that he's actually in a box just near the end of the season, but personally I don't know if it is him. He might not be. I really don't know. But now, if you're thinking about Samwell, he's going to be spending most of his time down in the Citadel, like down south of the whole Westeros. He's going to be studying to become a maester, so he can become a maester for the Castle Black. He can become a maester just so he can help out in Castle Black. Now, this has pretty much been it for the video, so if you like this video, it's a long video, you can just leave a like on this video. You can subscribe if you're new, and you have a Twitter and Instagram, which you can go follow in the description. That'll help me out. You can tweet at me, do whatever, follow my Instagram. You can leave a comment if you like these videos, because I'm going to be posting more of these, because I've got a few yeses in a poll on my last few videos, which mean that I'm going to be doing more Rick and Morty and Game of Thrones. So leave a like if you enjoy those, and I'll see you in the next video, and peace.